Sarah, 4 stars. Who's left? Jeff? 4 stars for Jeff. So Mikey's the star performer at 5 stars. If we meet someone named Mikey, maybe we'll have to really meet him. Can we get into the bathroom? Is there anything in here? No. Okay. I like how Jeanette's got the portrait of 2 sisters hanging out. That's real nice. That's real nice. Oh, hold on. I gotta mute again before we pass through the bar. Oh, Mikey's the DJ of this club. Oh! Okay. I should do the sound effects you guys are missing. Bing! Click. Vroom, 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 vroom. It's like playing it's like when we're doing Let 'Em Dare, where you get all the sound effects happening here. Wow, she can really fling the skirt around. The cloth physics. I mean, this is 2004, remember? Having cloth physics is pretty intense. Mikey? Yeah, we could dance, but actually, we should check what our humanity is. We're not at dire straits over here. Yeah, humanity is still high. 8 out of 10. Did we gain a humanity from doing something? Maybe from Reunited in Lovers, because we lost some from the charity thing. I have 9 experience. Holy crap. Okay, you know what? Let's take care of this right away. It's fine. We'll just go to the diner across the street. We've just got to talk to Jeanette and convince her that Therese wants to be friends with her again. This is going to be fine and easy. No worries. There's a bunch of dudes that weren't in here before. I'm sure that's fine. Maybe we should chat with them first. Trying to decide which way I want to go for this. Do we talk to the guys or not? This totally isn't going to go wrong. Careful, they're clones. Not? Okay. Alright. Handfire says not. That's fine. That's weird. Wasn't Jeanette supposed to be around here? That's interesting. The phone wasn't ringing. I wonder if it was glitched. Oh my, what a surprise! We're being assaulted. Now, this is technically a combat area, so I think I could use disciplines. But, under the pretense of role-playing... Holy fuck. I forgot there was a shotgun guy in here. He can actually destroy... Look at the damage. He can destroy you. I think, again, because... Oh, see, on the bar on the... Over here at the top, right now, it's got that Masquerade sign, right? It's got the mask. When you're in combat, it turned into a gun. While you're in combat mode, you can use your disciplines. That's fine. It's not a Masquerade violation, but now it would be. So, anyway, I think I could have used disciplines during combat, but I think it's fine to roleplay. Oh, is the phone ringing now? Yellow.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her design, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this time. She's crazy! Help!
So, that was Therese on the phone saying that Jeanette sent those guys to kill me. And now I'm overhearing Jeanette in the background saying she's crazy, help. That's interesting, because again, so this plays out similarly. If you give the necklace to Jeanette, and she throws it in the ocean, like you still go to the gallery, you still slash everything up. When you go back, Therese is super pissed at you for doing that, but she's still willing to try to broker a peace with her sister. And then when you come here, it's the same sort of thing, the same ambush, but it's Therese is behind the assassination, I think, on you, because she's pissed about the necklace. So either way, one of the sisters tries to get you killed. Good stuff. Alright. I have to go back there and try to broker a peace, but sounds like things are going kind of bad. We're nearing the end of the stream here. We'll have to mute one more time while I go through the main floor.
Need some company?
Quick save. Go in. Mute the game sounds. Tab back into the game. There we go. Do. Push it a button. You know what? Can I blood heal? No. That's fine. There's not going to be any fight here. I don't think. Did I fuck up the elevator? Okay, there we go. The inner door is closed. It is interesting that they modeled the inner doors separate from the outer doors. That was kind of unexpected. Yeah, it might not be a bad time to maybe get a little more persuasion. I think we're mostly okay, but it wouldn't be a terrible thing. Scholarship. We're going to want more scholarship for research anyway. It does boost persuasion. If there was any time for it, it'd be okay. So we could also boost charisma. Now, charisma only boosts persuasion, and it's quite expensive. It would be 12 points, which is too much. But yeah, if we go and boost scholarship, which costs us 6, we could bring our persuasion up to 6. Which, you know what, sounds like a great time to do something like this. Sounds good. Thanks for the reminder. And yeah, scholarships needed to read books. Well, it leads to research, and it's really good for us. So, come on. Hey, there's a ring! Oh, I don't know if I'd ever found that ring. Quick save. Let me unmute the sounds. Again, if you were planning on playing this game, this is another fairly significant spoiler. In we go.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me.
I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister.
Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Father? Oh, Therese. You poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... You don't say a word about Father. Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years.
Does she always have the two colored eyes, or she's popping contacts in and out for the two roles,
You take
isn't
that
she?
back, you bitch. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
So, when was Avatar? Was it before or after this? Because either way, the use of the voice actress that does Azula in Avatar and here, I mean, it's just perfect. If you need someone who can do absolutely stone cold bitch and crazy losing it, and if you need someone who can do the voice acting on both halves of that, so this was before. So Avatar came after this. That's amazing. So maybe someone played this and they're like, you know who we need to play this crazy lady? The Jeanette/Therese voice actor. Because it's just spot on. Spot frickin' on, right? Like, it's perfect, because when she's being Therese, that's early Azula, where she's super cold, like steel. And then you get this, which is sort of later in the thing. So, why are you both fighting?
Isn't it obvious?
Both.
I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with Kine, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that
I have not watched
sentence,
Ellie by
or
Night.
you're dead.
Both of you, stop.
Don't you want to hear what
You can
happened?
egg on either
How
sister.
she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up!
So yeah, you can tell either one of them to stop or continue. You can push it on. And this is a big, like, stuff changes here, depending on how you go. Is there a mod to make the resolution better? Well, again, the unofficial patch. It's widescreen access, high-res access. This is what we're running. Stop it right now, both of you.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. but I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
That's so funny. Whoo! If you both want to continue to exist, you're going to have to live with each other.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal.
I love that they wrote each
You'll
other's
rub up
emails.
against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored,
and that they
you
sabotage
bite the hand
each
that
other.
Fed you.
If it wasn't for Jeanette, I'd be on my way to Tongue right now. You're right, Jeanette. Therese tried to have me killed. Both of you have been working against the other. Together, you'd be a power. Is this a power you want to have exist? I don't know. But we got to hit it. They're we have these options because of our persuasion, so we got to hit those buttons. I mean, come on.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me.
Ugh.
I was a good girl. I always did what I was told.
Very squicky.
You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
I think we can ask for information here and still not cancel out option number 3. But I really don't want them to go into details, so I'm just going to go with that's all in the past. Forget about it.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. So yeah, so we can say, I don't believe you, Jeanette. I can say, I can't believe you killed your own father, Therese. Also, obviously there's not 2 of them, so obviously the story didn't actually work out the way it's described, literally, but we're going to go for, like, maximum possible bestness, right? No matter what happened, you two need each other, move on. So what's going to happen here, depending on how this goes, one of the sisters will kill the other. One of the sisters will kill the other, and you will just be left with one of them. But if you've done certain things in a certain way throughout the entire quest, that's why I was worried about the necklace, like, did I lock myself out of something? If you don't shit talk to each other about each other, answer these questions in a particular way, and have the right kind of social stats, you can get a third ending. It's tricky. No matter what happened, you two need each other to move on.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Because I don't think you could live without each other. You're both crazy, that's why! You're both in the same body! Just like grabbing her, shaking her. You're both in the same body! Think of how powerful you could be if you both work together. Probably won't. Go ahead and kill each other. I'm gonna go with 3. You're saying not 1? Think how powerful you could be if you work together.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Therese, let Jeanette have more responsibility. Jeanette, stop sabotaging your sister's plans. Forget it. Go ahead and kill each other. Therese, let Jeanette have more responsibility.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Jeanette, stop sabotaging your sister's plans.
But I only do it for attention and out of love.
You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
If you'll call a truce and run this place equally, there's no need to kill each other.
If she would stop treating me like a child.
If she would start behaving like a rational adult.
Kill each other, I don't care. I like how the character is just like, at every point, just like, this is so fucking stupid. I'm just done with it. You both must have gotten along at some time.
Yes, there was a
rational
time.
adult.
When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us.
He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier
Yes, it's Azula.
times before we grew apart.
You don't really want to kill each other, do you?
I never did.
No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue?
I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once
So
in a
when
while.
did the real other
when
sister
he can
die?
be of
Was there ever
use.
another
That's
sister?
not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way.
We know who our enemies are. I agree.
It's pretty smart, right? I mean, there's a portrait, but did they just commission it? I don't believe there ever was an actual other sister. It was always just in their head. I'm betting like Jeanette or Therese is the middle name or something like that. Give me the gun, Therese.
Take it.
Yeah,
I'd hate
portrait
to
that you
look at it
paint.
again
You
and
can't
think of
you
what
can't fake
almost
the portrait.
transpired.
There's no portrait
I
shop.
suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue.
Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the
Oh, we
old
gained
gas
humanity
station.
because we kept them all alive.
I'll tell him to
Back
expect
to
a
10.
visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Yeah, she was crazy before the time. I mean, Malkavians typically embrace people who are already deranged in some way, right? The thing is, all of the vampire clans, I mean, there's certain amount, the blood is powerful and tends to lead to certain psychological traits for everyone, but they still they embrace people who already demonstrate some of those psychological traits, right? So Toreador will embrace people who are extremely creative or artistic or very, very beautiful, for example. Ventru will tend to embrace people who are attracted to power or are really powerful and portray those sorts of traits, right? Like CEOs and that sort of thing, aristocrats, and so on and so forth. So they tend to embrace people that are already having compatible traits, but the blood then goes and amplifies it. Theoretically, a Malkavian embracing anyone will make that person become deranged, but there's still a preference over there. I like the theories though. Skydan says, I think Therese really found her father Jeanette, and I think Therese killed Jeanette by accident. I mean, why not? Could be. Goodbye, you pair of lunatics. I think we can say that without repercussions. And you know what? At this point, I think our character's just tired of it. We already got our XP. Goodbye, you pair of lunatics.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince.
And keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
It's the one thing they say together. Vampire fusion dance. Well, not helping with the split personalities. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but you keep both the sisters alive. Just because they share the same body doesn't mean they're not two different people, right? Like, why can't you have two psyches, two souls in the same body? They're vampires! Who knows? I mean, they're both butts. Anyway, we can go after Birch and Tongue now, which we might do, but I think what we'll do is wait, because that will lead... So he's over there. That will lead to some combat-y kind of stuff, and I don't think we have quite enough time to wrap that all up. So what I'm going to do is go back to Main Street, and we're going to check in on the bounty hunter that's missing. Uh-oh. Why are there police outside of the gallery? What happened here?
Crime scene. Gonna have to ask you to step back, please.
What's going on?
Some lunatic broke into the gallery and slashed up the paintings. Everyone's a critic these days, huh?
This is the voice actor for Jensen again from Deus Ex, isn't it? I just hope they catch the guy, person who did this. Bye now.
I'm on break.
Oh, I can't talk to Chunk again.
Ooh, that burrito's not sitting too well with me.
I like how the cops don't give a shit about the blood pool over here, though. That's fine. You know, nothing to worry about. I never asked for this. Exactly. So we have the key card for this apartment now.